Hey guys, what's up? Okay, today I want to talk about one of the most important uh, subjects in trading and price action. In price action, we uh, determine and we have to find out and figure out the action of the price, and then to do so, we have to uh, realize the strength of the trend and how strong the price is at this time. And we have three parameters. We have other parameters for sure, but these three parameters are important and most important. One of them is depth, and another one destination, and the other one is angle. And I want to talk about the essence of this concept. And when we have a trend line, these three guys, they work and they're practical in a trend market. When we have trend in market, so what are these? First of all, I want to talk about depth. Here we have this UXAU USD. We have gold here, and what the hell is depth? Consider this swimming pool. It has a depth for sure, and the more the swimming pool is deep, the deeper this swimming pool, the dangerous, the more dangerous it is. Okay, that's funny. In an uptrend, when we have a pullback or correction, our pullbacks are like downward. Okay, when you have this uptrend, our corrections are downward, and when we have a downtrend, we have upward corrections or pullbacks. So here we have this impulse movement, this one, and then we have a correction. How deep is this correction? How deep this correction is? We wanna respond to this question, answer to this question. Okay, if you consider its top and its end of this correction specifically, you will realize how deep is this, considering and compare this to this major leg. It's more like more than almost 50% correction, maybe also, and we can consider a depth for it like this, and we can fill it with water, let's say. Okay, so we have this first leg, and what about the second one? We do the same for the second one too, and if you consider this as a pullback leg, now I think we have more than a 50% correction. It's like 60 or more. Okay, and you can fill this with water if you want to. It's not necessary, it's for fun. And what about this one? How deep is this? This one is really deep, you know. Oh my gosh, I mean, it's like 78 or even more Fibonacci, you know. If we put Fibonacci for this, it's more than 78 correction at Fibonacci levels. So what do you conclude? You conclude that okay, this one is really deep. Oh my gosh, its depth is bigger than and this previous ones. And we have other parameters which we will talk about. So this one was depth, and we discussed about it. So we measure the depth of the correction and how deep the correction is. We want to realize that, and we want to answer that. And the more but if you see the trend line is making bigger and bigger corrections, and so you can consider that the opposite side of the market, which in this case are the bears, are getting stronger, and this dominant side, which in this case are bulls, are getting weaker and they losing their power. Okay, let's talk about the other parameter, which is destination. What the hell is destination? Destination is the destination between two tops in a bullish trend. The difference and destination between tops, and in a bearish market and downtrend we consider the destination between two bottom. Okay, when we consider these tops and we compare them to each other, first of all, they should in an uptrend they should be higher than prior tops, and so we expect to see higher tops, not lower tops. And when you see a lower top like this one, you have to be more careful about that, because you infer that okay, the dominant side of the market, they're losing their power. Maybe it's not for sure, it may continue, but you could have this in your mind and in your head, or you can also use this I don't know, some tools like this arrow. As you can see, we have this much, this top is this much higher than this one, the prior one, and this one, there's no significant difference between this different difference and this one. But in this one we have actually negative destination maybe, and we not only we didn't have higher top, but also we had this also we had this lower top, which could be a sign for you. And if you remember, I just talked about that a few minutes ago about depth, and in this area we had the deepest correction. Okay, we had this major leg, and this pullback was really big for this sorry, we had this major leg, and this correction was really big and deep. It was more than 78% Fibonacci, and we after that we the market failed to create a higher top. So the combination of these parameters gives you a good clue. Sometimes you don't have all of them, you just have one sign and the others are not in favor of reversal and breakout. And yes, but even if you have just one of these approvals, you can be careful and be cautious about that and be aware of the market movements. And the last one is angle. What the hell is angle? I think you already seen this arrows I draw, and I didn't erase them. As you can see, we have between each impulse movement we have this correction and pullbacks, or pullbacks. Some people they call it pullback and the other call it correction. Doesn't matter. And these pullbacks have some angle for themselves. You know, for example, in here at this point the correction was something like this, and here it was steeper and extreme, and here we definitely had this 90-degree angle. You know, it's literally vertical, which means it's fucking strong. So, and we have also this useful tool, can measure the angle with this tool. If I find it, yes. It's this tool. It's not a big deal. It's you can just use it to measure the angle. You know, put it here. You have this 44 degree angle for pullback, and here you have 72, which is much bigger, and this one you have, gosh, 81. If you put it here, you definitely have 90. See, but let's consider it from here. So the more the price moves, the bigger angles we have, and it means that they're getting more stronger, the bears. And what about bulls? We can consider angle for them too. Okay, the angle of this bullish trend is at this point is 43, and at this point is 60. Here 64, and the more we okay, so it's kind of, they got the power, but you don't have all the approvals and confirmations at the same time. Sometimes, yes, although you have this deep corrections and in a succession, but you also have this impulse movement in an increasing succession. So yes, I want to talk about my position here. I opened position last week, and before the market break this down, I checked this approvals, and I analyzed it, and I realized that okay, it's possible, and it's potential that we have this potential and it's inevitable that we have a reversal. After all, we have this resistance level here. See, we had several reversals, a lot of reversals from this point, and here we are again. So we expect I expected to see a reversal at this top, and consequently I put my take profit at this level, and I think it will go, and it will dip and drop till this point, this area, because if you look at it, we have kind of a trading range. It's not a fixed trading range. We have a lot of levels here. It's more like stairs, you know, like a stairs. Step by step it moves at these levels. At some times it stopped, but it continues its movement, and yeah, it's fantastic. we have these levels. You have to determine these levels for yourself and make the most use of it and exploit it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestion, you can share it with me. Take care.